is this? Who is this? This is Steffi Lee. She looks considerably different than she used to look. What did she used to have? I think dreadlocks and stuff, and then she shaved her head, and now she's growing the hair back in a whole different style, and she really looks different. Anyway, here she and her boyfriend. This is on his channel. It's called Cristic, Cystik1, and 70,000 subs. So he's quite a channel going. Anyway, she took some time off from YouTube to go out to, I think, Asheville, North Carolina, Western North Carolina, to hang out with her boyfriend there. And she's been off of YouTube for quite a while now, but she says in this video that she's going to start posting videos possibly as soon as next week. So Steffi Lee is returning. They went and visited Steffi's family up in the Boston area. So she's coming back to YouTube pretty soon. Cystik1, the boyfriend there, yeah. Wow. So check this channel out. It looks really interesting. I just subbed to him. It looks kind of fascinating. So I'll watch it and talk about it. Of course, we got Steffi Lee, and of course that's, this is when she's shaving the head. And this is what she used to look like. And so yeah, and her latest video was 4 months ago. So it's been through the summer. So quite a different look for Steffi there. But she has 239,000 subs compared to his 70,000. So whatever. Steffi's coming back. She's coming back. Woohoo! Hey, we missed this one the other day. I don't know. I just slipped through the cracks, but. Shannon's back. That's right. Nate's got his girlfriend back. He did a bunch of videos there about she's gone away. She's left. she went back to San Francisco. I guess she said she had some business, and that's where her family is. And so she decided to go back there for a little while and do some stuff while Nate was out on the road there in places like Michigan, all alone, all by himself there in his Japanese domestic vehicle. And now Shannon is back. Well, we knew that. We knew that from the beginning, that she was just going there for business. They weren't breaking up as a couple. So Shannon's back. So good for Nate. Aww. And don't they make a nice couple? Oh yeah. Lots of leg shots. Lots of leg shots. I'm telling you. We do see the nomads, and especially when they're female nomads, lots of leg shots. So that's because guys like girls' legs. That's right. Gets you extra views. It'll get you some extra views. Anyway, so a good video here always from Mr. Nate there. And they're traveling around. And of course, this guy, for not being a big channel, I mean, really, he's got, how many subs does he have? He's got, well, he does. He has 75,000 subs. So he's a pretty good-sized channel for a nomad. But, he doesn't post a ton of views. So, his average daily view count is not the greatest in the world, but he sure gets the sponsors. He sure does get, every video he does has got Skillshare or whatever. This is that wallet, the Ridge wallet. Those are pretty nice. I'd like to try one of those out, but I don't know. My good old, what does Camo Dave have? My good old chained wallet. I got one of these chained redneck wallets, and they work. It's amazing how many times my wallet falls out of my pants pocket, when I'm tying my shoe or something. It's good that I have a chain. I don't know, can you get a Ridge with a chain? I don't think so. Right, I guess I do have a little bit of influence. I must, for my measly 12,000 subscribers, and my dozens of views, I guess I do have a little bit of influence. So we were somebody said that this guy, I don't know what channel it is, Nomad Dressing Channel, whatever that is, the Ranch Dressing Channel up there in Panda Property. They reported, what is his name, Fred? Anyway, he reported that Wandering Jimmy's vehicle was left there, and then he just took off, and no one ever saw him again. So that was allegedly what Fred said. And apparently, I saw that, and people were commenting on that. So I called the experts. I called Destination Open Road, Scott and Terry, yesterday. And I said, you hang around with Jimmy a lot, and Aja, what's up with Jimmy? They said, oh, Jimmy's fine. He's hanging out with some friends. So that was that. So Jimmy actually had to put up a video yesterday that he is not, repeat, not missing. He's hanging out with friends. I think he said he's in Colorado, and he just is tired of posting videos on YouTube. And he actually said this very plainly. He said, there's stuff in my private life I don't want to tell everybody. What? What? He actually, amazing, you see some of these nomads, or former nomads, taking their camera with them into the doctor's appointment. We've seen at the ER, they show us their medical stats, from the blood test. We'll see, every little bit of their life, who they're dating, who they're living with, who they're fighting with, who they're whatever with, every little thing about their lives. They get a scratch on the side of their vehicle. I mean, they post everything about their life. And it's kind of amazing to actually hear somebody on YouTube say, you know what? There's just some things I don't feel like sharing with everybody. And he's not a real big fan of social media and stuff like that. So he just said, that's that. I'm taking some time and doing some stuff I want to do, and I'm not putting it up on YouTube, and that's that. How dare he? Say, how dare Jimmy think that, he can actually have a private life and still be a YouTube star. I know, but anyway. All our best to Jimmy. He's a cool cat, and I'm proud of him. I think he did a good job there saying, hey, we got to draw the line. Part of my life is on YouTube, and that's true when he does his traveling. He does put videos up on a fairly regular basis, but he does take periods of his time and just says no. And he also said he's had a lot of issues with his equipment, with his laptop and cameras and stuff, and he just, he's not a real super techie nerd, so he said he's just kind of tired of, dealing with, sound issues and camera issues and stuff like that, so he just figured he's just taking some time off. So I guess we'll see him back. I'm sure one of these days he'll get back on the road and do some traveling, and anyway, so Jimmy is not missing. Good for him. I don't know, every video Randy does, he looks younger and younger. He just does. Wasn't there a movie about that where some guy just kept getting younger and younger while everyone else got older and older? Remember that movie? Anyway, the mobile traveler, Randy there. Happy birthday to Randy. Doesn't look a day over 40. Not a day over 40, or 39 even. I don't know, man. Whatever he's doing, he's looking younger all the time. Anyway, happy birthday to Randy. He had some, not the Blue Van Dan, the Dan Van Man. He had a couple guests on his show last night, his live stream. So, yeah. Wow. Anyway, yeah, so I guess he's still out there in SD, South Dakota, hanging out with family, friends, and doing some, fix-up work on the properties and all that other stuff. So anyway, so happy birthday, Randy. All right, this is one of those questions that I probably thought of one night when I was trying to fall asleep and then never thought of it again. But what happens if you have a diesel bus and you accidentally put gasoline, unleaded gasoline, into the tank? What happens? Well, that happened to Laney there. She's traveling in Colorado, Buena Vista. They have that gutted event, whatever that is. Tell me more about that. I don't know. I've heard a number of people going to the gutted event. Haven't seen too many videos on it. But Laney, she's looking younger too, I'll tell you. Again, like Randy, she's looking younger every day. I don't know. Maybe it's the hair. I like that. The hair color there. It's very pretty. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, she didn't actually put the diesel in. Her friend that was traveling with her did, and then the bus, she got whatever. And then so they decided just to park it and drain. And then she has a brother, I think, or a friend. No, she has a friend, right? That's a diesel mechanic. And it just so happened too that a diesel mechanic was walking by when they were having some issues. And anyway, they drained all the gas out of the tank, put in some transmission fluid to coat the tank, and then filled it back with diesel. And then it took a little while to get the thing restarted, but so far so good. So I don't know. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Have you ever put gasoline in a diesel or vice versa, and how'd it go? I don't know. Laney's had a lot of health issues over the past few weeks, and done some videos there. Remember, she's the lady that had the bus catch on fire. She had her RV caught on fire. Yeah, she had a very sore thumb there for a while too. She had her, what was that, back in April, I think, she had the fire there, and her RV burned up out there near Fresno, and then she had to do a GoFundMe and then bought the van. No, she has a bus, it's not a schoolie, it's a bus, like what they would drive around people at a, senior citizen center or something, or, it's a bus, it's one of those buses, not a schoolie bus. Right? Whatever. It's not, not every bus is a schoolie, right? Yeah. But let me know what you think of it. Yeah. Laney will travel. So she's traveling. Good for her. RV camper has a strange encounter with some elks at a campground there near the Grand Canyon. Holy cow. They're all very friendly elks. They all just want to kind of eat and drink and party. So RV camper Marie there, she was here in beautiful Morganton a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, and we hung out and did a live stream and had a good time. Anyway, she wanted a jobby poo, and she applied for a job in the North Carolina mountains there, and it didn't go through. So she found a job out there near the Grand Canyon. She's working at a campsite and enjoying it, and then she goes out camping there, and the elk. What's the difference between a deer and an elk? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, and they're adorable though, aren't they? They are truly adorable. You don't have to worry so much. It's not like a bear out there. It's an elk, Anyway, they just look like they're thirsty, and yeah, they're thirsty. So, all right, all our best to Marie, and again, yeah. And trucker, uncut! We helped him jump off a cliff. Oh, okay, paragliding, yeah. All right, so Paul's there. Paul Barger is, Paul Barger is camping out there, and at least the bread truck is running now, right? So anyway, so he's they're doing some paragliding. So that's pretty cool. I don't know, man. I don't know. That would freak me out. I don't like heights. I don't mind heights if I'm in a building with a window, it's closed. But when I'm at a high altitude and it's and there's it's like you're out in the middle of nowhere. It's if for instance I'm in a hotel and I'm on the 28th floor and it's the window is closed and I'm in the building, I have no problem with that. But if there's a balcony and you walk out and you're like, whoa, yeah, I would not do well with paragliding. Anyway, this is good. This is good. So anyway, I don't think Paul went paragliding, did he? Did he in this? I think not. I think he's just watching paragliding, right? Paragliding pilot, yeah. Hey, Paul, you ought to do this. You ought to learn how to do this. That would be funny. That'd be fun. McCullough, again, Jake McCullum, it's like the YouTube algorithm demands of you certain things, and he's now, every video of his now is one of these, what I make on YouTube, and then he has a big bucket full of money, and then another one today, it's how to live in your car in San Diego, is it different living in your car in San Diego than in San Bernardino or Santa Barbara or whatever, I don't know. I would say living in your car in San Diego is probably very easier than other places in California because it's a nice climate there. It's not so friggin' hot. It's not like Death Valley, right? All right, romancing the states. They're in Pennsylvania. It's pouring rain, and the rain won't stop. They're from Ohio, and RV problems. A lot of RV problems. The side motor, the brakes. There's a whole lot of RV problems. So if you were into a lot of problems in your RV, again, RVs are very complicated vehicles and they have a lot of things in them. It's more than just a plain old car. And but anyway, they do get some nice touristy stuff in there. Nice lake. It doesn't look like the sun's out much, but at least the rain stopped, and so they're busy fixing things up. And they were having problems with the slide motor. Apparently the button wouldn't disengage, so the motor continued trying to move the slide out even when the slide was already moved out, right? Anyway, man, that's a nice setup they got in there. I like that. Little workstation, couple monitors. That's nice. Another Nate, huh? There are too many Nates. It's like every other channel. Nate and Marion. They're documenting their full-time RV life on YouTube. Where they travel the states, not the provinces, the states. Anyway, a lot of Nates and a lot of Shannons for some reason among the nomads. Anyway, again, I've just started watching their channel, Maine to New York, visiting, they seem to be up in the Northeast, Puxatawney there. That's where the critter saw his shadow, right? The groundhog. I was going to say beaver, no groundhog. Anyway, then they went out west. There's Mount Rushmore and stuff like that. So check them out. Nice channel. Lovely couple. That ought to do it for this, Thursday the 9th of September. Thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I'll talk to you later, vlog.